every project management tool is crap. Well, that's how I feel about them, and I've tried a few. I still can't get the right one there, so I create a simple system that works for me. I've got Trello. I use it on and off, don't use it enough, can't commit to using it enough. It just doesn't always work for me. I'm not there to be in Trello all the time. I needed something that was with me all the time and it was super easy. Because every morning I'll come in, I get my notepad every single day, I write my to-do list. And I'm getting sick of it. I can't track hours against that and I need something organized. So, AI, what can it do? And I went down a rabbit hole to see how it would work for me. So, logged into my Airtable, which is a fantastic tool, by the way. Like Excel, deals with data better, but not as well with formulas, just so you know. I spent money on that, not realizing straight away. But what I did, I set up a simple table that would track any tasks. Okay, I can go in there, I can add them. Not a problem. We've got all sorts of information we can save here: priority, cost of value, expected hours, and everything that I might need. Perfect. But how can I get that in when I can't keep Trello updated? Well, N8N has the answer. Here is my beautiful workflow. Now, it's not perfect, it's not finished, but I'm proud of this and I want to show you and how it can help potentially you. So in this workflow, it does a lot of things, and I'm going to explain exactly what it does. So if you're not interested in AI, turn off now. Just moved to iPhone. I needed a app, first of all, that would literally record my voice and upload it to Dropbox. That's all I wanted. And I probably wasted 25 quid before I found one that did that for £3, I think it was. So it's super easy. It's called RecUp, and it does what I've just said. Open it, records my voice, uploads it to Dropbox. And that's where this comes in. Let's do a note and let's see what happens. On my phone, I'm going to start recording. New task. Hullabaloo needs their project for the plumbing homepage creating next week. They've sent the images over. Content still should come next week. It's high priority. It has to be done by Friday next week. The value of it's £600. It should take me 8 hours to complete. Yeah. Upload the audio. We can see that in there. Done. Close that down. Now, this workflow goes on a schedule for every 15 minutes, so let's just trigger it away. So it's going to check the voice notes. Oh, look, it's found one. It's downloaded the audio already, moved it to another folder so it doesn't get caught again. Transcribed it by ElevnLabs, which is an amazing API. So the first time it comes to AI is for it to work out what is the purpose of that note. Now, that's to use here because I am going to make it even better and record memos and newsletter ideas. So let's check if it got the right one. Purpose, it's a task. Exactly what I hoped. So it's going to go through a switch and we'll say it's our task. Oh, it's just completed because I've got a notification, but I'll come to that in a second. So the next one, sub workflow, get client. Well, it needs to work out which client I mentioned in it. And this goes off to a sub workflow. Let's just check it's got the right one first. It's found a match. Hullabaloo, record ID, confidence is high. Perfect. So when that goes into there, it goes into here. And basically we've got a AI prompt that it's given the transcription in here. It's given access to my Airtable for my client data. It then uses ChatGPT to work out which one is mentioned in there, and it outputs that data. Nothing major there. So now we've got to go and create the task. So in here, I'm going to hope it's output all the information that I expect to be filled out in Airtable. So in here, we've got a short summary, a full summary, priority high, due date, estimated hours, and value. Looks pretty good to me. So it then goes through, sorts the data out a little bit. It checks to make sure that a record has been found for the company, and notify Kane. Well, that's what we just heard there. So a little push over notification there. Perfect. So now I'm going to open up the Airtable, and there is our priority, our task rather. And let's just to make it a bit easier, let's put it in Kanban view. Oh, perfect. We can now see what needs to be done easily. Now, that still doesn't get rid of this problem. Every day I've still got to either come in here, and I don't use that. It just doesn't make sense. Next bit was super cool, or at least to me, but I'm a geek. Here's another workflow that runs at 5 o'clock, so I'm ready to join the 5 a.m. club. Print tasks daily. I didn't expect I could do this, but it can. So 5 o'clock it runs. It searches the records for anything that isn't marked as done. It creates some HTML code. From that, it uses an API to create a PDF. Relatively easy. It then grabs a PDF. Good, okay. Yeah. It's got upload a file, so in Dropbox it uploads that PDF to a place for a backup. Perfect. But this one is magic. It's set up to send an email directly out of my inbox to the Brother online account system. I don't know. I literally bought a printer 2 weeks ago. Not because of this. This is just a happy accident. But it sends an email. When Brother receives that email, it prints. So I come in, grab my sheet of paper, a couple of sheets of paper, whatever that might be. Not very sustainable. But I have my list of to-do lists there, which I can physically tick off. And if anybody's like me who needs to tick off their to-do list with a pen, heaven. Now, I've just completed everything I need to do, and I can do notes on the way home, out and about, literally coming off a meeting. Even when I'm sat here doing in my emails, it's just easier for me to talk and to know that it's right there in front of me. It's game changing. Absolutely game changing. And this is just one power of AI that I've used to fit how I work. I just wanted to, and I want to share it just really to give some ideas of what's possible. And who likes their online to-do lists? I don't. And so instead I spent a few hours going down a rabbit hole, and I thought it was worthwhile sharing. Have a great weekend.